Overcoming anxiety techniques. Do you struggle with anxiety? Specifically, do you find yourself worrying excessively before important events? If so, I have some tips that might help. When negative thoughts flood your mind and you start to think this is the end of the world, try using a simple technique called the table of negatives and positives. Simply write down your negative thoughts on the left side of the table and counter them with positive thoughts on the right side. For instance, you might imagine a worst-case scenario like, if I'm ever in a violent situation, my family will abandon me and I'll die alone. But the truth is, the chances of that happening are small. You don't need to always strive for a big win. Sometimes, it's okay to compromise and settle for something less than ideal. Another common source of anxiety is comparing ourselves to others. We might see our peers seemingly living it up without a care in the world, and wonder why we're the only ones struggling. But whenever I hear someone say this, I remind them that adversity and hardship can be sources of strength. Don't forget that you are a part of history, not just grand, world-changing events, but the small, everyday moments that make up the fabric of our lives. You may have stumbled in the past, but your future is unwritten, and there's always room for growth. It's important to acknowledge your own accomplishments and desires, too. Maybe there's something you're working hard towards, something you're passionate about. But don't let your anxiety consume you. It can be paralyzing and limit your potential. Instead, focus on the journey and the small steps you can take towards your goal. Remember that just like flowers, everyone blooms in their own time. Some flowers flourish in the spring, but others wait until summer, fall, or even winter to come into their own. If you're feeling down about your progress, try not to compare yourself to others. You'll bloom when it's your time, and if you keep pushing forward, you'll reach your full potential.